Hello, welcome to the Millionaire Woman Show, where we'll be discussing leadership, business, and human potential, inspiring you to live rich from the inside out. Unlock your creativity, stretch out of your comfort zone, break through your barriers, take inspired action, and achieve epic results. Now, here's your host, two-time best-selling author, speaker, and certified executive coach, Deborah Kasowski.
Hello, everyone. It's Deborah Kasowski, your host of the Millionaire Woman Show, here to talk to you about principles of leadership, business, and human potential. And we are so excited as this podcast continuously grows around the world. It's been wildly successful, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Today's topic is about scheduling your priorities. Stephen Covey said, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Your priorities are determined by what's most important to you. People often have a long list of things to do, but they don't always stop and prioritize what they really need to get done. Why are you doing what you're doing? And is what you're doing getting yourself closer to achieving your goals? If not, I want you to start thinking about why you're doing what you're doing and looking at the list and determining what your priorities are. Many people are reacting to life as it comes, sometimes dodging hazards and getting overwhelmed by all there is to do. Is that you? Start by just taking a deep breath. And why do I say that? If you're still breathing, all is good in the world. Let's disrupt that negative thinking and get you back on course. When people get caught up in negative thinking, it's hard for them to think beyond tomorrow, let alone the next 7 days. Stop reacting and organizing chaos. Envision what you want the end result to look like. Just think about it just for a moment. What would it feel like to actually achieve and check off all those things that you said you wanted to do? Wouldn't it be amazing? See it. Describe it in detail. Make a list of all the things you know you need to get done. Get it out of your head and onto paper. Group the list based on what needs to get done within the next 24 to 48 hours. Then stretch it out a bit. Look at your next 7 days, 2 weeks, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Is there anything on that list that you can delegate? You become responsive when you begin managing yourself and looking at what you need. Focus on intentional planning. Now focus on planning the next 24 to 48 hours. Take those blocks of time and put them into your calendar and tend to that. Then you can start taking a look at the next 7 days. Again, block things off in your calendar, and so on. If it's not on the calendar, it's not going to get done. What happens is someone will come up to you and say, hey, do you got time to do this? And you'll look at your to-do list and say, sure. Or, pardon me, what you're going to do is you're going to look at your calendar and you're going to see all this empty space. And you're going to like, yeah, I have time for you. No problem. But they forget to look at the to-do list, because that to-do list hasn't been transcribed onto the calendar. So really start looking at, what do you want to get done? Get it into your calendar. Make that commitment to yourself. Make that commitment as important as all the other commitments you make to other people. Success comes from preparation and planning, because that's when opportunity meets. Preparation is the key in executing the plan. What do you need to prepare your plans to come together? Is there anyone you need to contact? What resources will you need? How much time do you need to allocate to prepare, plan, implement, reevaluate, or course correct? Hold yourself accountable. At the end of each day, review what got done and what did not get done. Don't beat yourself up. It's a no beat up zone. Were you specific enough about what you needed to get done? Were you realistic with the time frame and resources that you have for you? And do you need to ask for some help? Or do you need to carry some things over to tomorrow? It's okay. Sometimes that happens because time expands to the time we allotted. So if you only allotted a certain amount of time, you might have misjudged the time that you had. And also reminding yourself what will happen if you don't get things done. And here's the deal. In most cases, nobody's going to die or go to jail. But it can delay you getting what you want. What is the worst case scenario? And what are the consequences of not achieving what you want to get done? Imagine if you didn't take out the trash. Now things would get piled up, get a little bit stinky. What would that pile of things be for you if you didn't accomplish what you wanted to? What would it look like? Would it be a soury kind of picture? Are you in charge? Or are you giving away your power? You are in charge of your results. Why are your results important to you? What are you going to do about them? Set your priorities and stick to them. You will have far less things to dodge in the process because you started planning with intention. And I'm going to leave you with one more Stephen Covey quote because he's awesome. The late Stephen Covey. Most of us spend too much time on what is urgent and not enough time on what is important. So what is it that is that urgency versus what's important in your life right now? Really take some time to reflect on that today. Thank you for listening to the Millionaire Woman Show. We're so grateful to have you here, wherever you are in this world. Write us a note, comment on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. I would love to hear from you and how this podcast is impacting your life. You could email me at Deborah@DeborahKozowski.com. I will reply to each and every one of you. And also sign up for our Success Secrets newsletter on my website, where you will get the free ebook of the 21 Habits High Achievers Kick to Achieve Results. Go over to iTunes, give us a 5-star high five, write us a review. Share this podcast with family, friends, colleagues. You never know whose life you're going to impact with the message that we share with you. I have so many special guests in store, but the biggest thing I want to share with you is a great announcement. My book, Let's Be Curious, is now on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca, available on paperback, and Kindle for you to grab a hold of. It's going to take your leadership and business to a whole new level. It's all about asking the right questions, getting better answers to create what you want. You're going to want to get your copy today. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. It all starts with you doing you. Do one thing every day to make yourself the best version of yourself. And my message for you, as always, is go out and make the day great. Take care, everyone.